Hello, Beefy. I was wondering if you had any more of that cake. I could really use some more.
Yeah, Caesar, anything for you. Come on in.
Beefy, you've all dried up.
Caesar, you gotta move over to the other teat once in a while to keep the flow going.
Hello and welcome to Caesar's Snack Sandwich. Today we're back on the Binance Smart Chain taking a look at Beefy.Finance. Beefy.Finance is one of my favorite Binance Smart Chain projects. It's very similar to Yearn in a little brother type way. They are learning, they are growing, they are getting bigger. They don't have a huge total value locked, but they are doing pretty good and I like what they're doing. So let's take a look at what is new today. So they have all these thugs and guns and drugs vaults back out, but these are LP tokens where you need to stake an LP token with thugs versus BNB, and you know this has a risk of impermanent loss and so forth. So I don't really like to participate in these too much. I did do a video on thugs, drugs, and guns before. You can see that video here. I'm sorry, but the audio will be quite bad in that video as well, I think. And there's quite a bit of changes now since this because of the whole pancake swap issue that happened before and happened to them as well. Anyhow, that's enough of that. They're here. You can check into them if you want. But today I wanted to talk about the Cake Smart Vault. So let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. It says balance cake. So you need to put cake in here and it's going to grow your cake. It's going to give you shares of smart cakes. Okay. Now it just says cake here and not smart cakes, but they're going to give you these cake smart tokens. Okay, now what are these doing? In order to figure out what they're doing, let's swing over to the Medium article. So here is the Medium article. It says Smart Cake Vault is live. So let's go down. It says why smart? The new cake strategy will farm the cake community or core pools with the highest AYP. So let's take a look at Pancake Swap to see what they're talking about. So here we are on Pancake Swap and we've already gone over here to the pools and we see the syrup pools. Now, as you go down through these, you will see that they have different APYs. So this one here has an APY of 91, this one has an APY of 318 and so forth. Now there's also the case of the fact that these tokens are being farmed as well because you're earning these tokens by staking your cake here, but then they will sell these tokens and buy more cake and put it right back inside here. So that's basically what the vault would do in the past. So if we go back to Beefy.Finance and go down, we can see cake TWT version 2. And if we go over here, we say TWT pool. So what it's doing, this one is doing is it's putting your cake in here, earning you TWT, and then selling the TWT and buying more cake and putting it in there. So it's doing that with everybody's cake who is in this vault. Now, what is this doing that's doing differently is it's looking at all of these pools to see which one can produce the best APY, and it's sticking the cake in there. Okay, so let's go back to the Medium article. So the whitelist pools are the ones that I just showed you that are currently active. There are a lot of pools in here that are finished. They will become blacklisted or just erased or not listed whatsoever. So the whitelisted pools are the ones that are currently active. Can switch freely. The strategy can decide when to go into each one of them. I assume there's going to be some mathematics to decide this. Finds the pool with the highest APY. And this mechanism allows for the adding of new pools, okay, after 48 hours. So when Pancake Swap produces a new pool, the strategy can be updated to include that new pool with a 48-day window, which is pretty good, okay? So upgradable vault, that's what I basically said. They can change the underlying strategy. Now this is, I'm a bit iffy about this, like it doesn't really say to the level of what can be changed, but like I said, to being able to add that vault in is a great thing, whereas being able to do emergency withdrawals might not be such a great thing, and so forth. So I'm not exactly sure of all the technicalities, but once again, I don't risk a lot in Binance Smart Chain. I just play around and learn about it and have fun over here with some BNB and Cake. Now, the idea of switching between vaults reminds me of this here on Yearn.Finance. If you go to Yearn.Finance, you have Earn, right? This is one of their first products on Yearn.Finance, where it would simply switch the funds. You would put, let's say you put DAI into one of these vaults. Let's go inside and take a look. Let's say you put DAI in here, and it's going to switch the DAI between several lending pools such as DYDX, Aave, Compound. So it's going to look at the APYs of different protocols and decide which one is going to do it, which one it's going to use at any current time when it does a switch of like a reallocation or a rebalancing of that vault, well, this Yearn product. Now, these are not currently really used anymore, but this kind of has a taste of that. But it's a little more complicated because this is just simply depositing into one protocol, whereas this is doing some strategy vault work where it's selling, collecting tokens, selling them, swapping them, and redepositing them in. So I'm pretty excited about this. I've put some, a little bit in here just to play around and see how it goes. The APY is at 1.96, and I used to have Cake, the same Cake, in here at 1.78. So I'll be watching closely to see if this outperforms this or not. Okay, that's pretty much it for Beefy.Finance, and take a look at it at your own time. I have another video here on Beefy.Finance if you want to watch that as well. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching it. If you'd like to support the channel, you can subscribe and like the video and all that kind of stuff. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at Caesar7, and if you really want to help me, you can purchase one of my NTFs at the Rarible store here. All these links will be in the description below. And finally, if you really want to talk to me, you can join my Telegram channel, link in the description. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.